Oh, yeah. It's Keen and everybody's changing. It's Friday morning on Felixstowe Radio Breakfast. The 12th of November today. We're pretty much practically at the weekend. That means one thing, though, at this time of day. So as you know, the 7:30 Brain Hurty is back Monday to Thursday. But on a Friday, we've got something that a little bit more juicy for you. It's only, but the other side of the screen, I must add, Tommy Larkins.
Hello. How are you, Dan?
I'm much better than you. How are you?
Yeah. I'm on the mend. Having a cold, I wouldn't recommend it, but in the long run, I guess.
Well, out of all the diseases out there at the moment, to be fair, it's the one to have, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. I would like to add, I have done multiple COVID tests. It is not that, so therefore you aren't. You might get a cold by being in the same room as me, but that will be all, I assure you.
Yeah, so basically, if I'm not here next week, guys, and you got the Glen Kerry sitting in for you, that's why. Thanks, Tommy. Hopefully the COVID precautions are going to keep us safe, but we'll have to see when we...
Yeah, let's hope.
Right then, Tommy. Nostalgic November continues. What have you got?
Well, I had to go for something special this week, and I think we even teased at this last week. So what I've decided to go for is the 2001 classic animated film Shrek, and I believe it's rated U.
It is
universally. Let's get cracking. Let's talk about it. I'm guessing you can sound in my voice, like just how croaky my voice is.
Very croaky.
Which is rather fitting for Shrek, I guess. Long before the concept of Shrek was an internet meme, and disturbing videos galore were made about the character.
There were some disturbing ones I've watched.
Indeed. There was an animated film released in 2001 which introduced us all to the character. It really is a shame that the internet has basically ruined what is essentially a classic animated film. Don't you agree?
Ignore the internet. Who needs the internet?
Oh no, I'm alright. Remind me again what you do for a living. No, so you have Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, and John Lithgow bringing their A game to all of the characters. The fairy tales are handled in a very original, self-aware way, and the comedy is quite joyful throughout. I liken this film to doing what DreamWorks... No, sorry, let me rephrase that. I liken this film to doing for DreamWorks what Toy Story did for Pixar, in that they delivered a wonderful animated classic which spawned 2 worthwhile sequels and then one just okay one.
When you think of DreamWorks, you think of this film.
You do, yeah. You think of, ideally I'd just think of Shrek 1 and Shrek 2. Shrek 3 is okay and it's passable as the third movie, but I really wasn't fond of Shrek Forever After.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shrek...
Funnily enough, I'm the same on the Pixar side.
Yeah.
Toy Story 3, I'm like, I don't feel it offered me the ending that I wanted.
Okay, yeah.
That's why I was disappointed. I kind of went in knowing what I kind of wanted to watch. But...
Me and you have always agreed to disagree on Toy Story 3.
But Toy Story 1 and 2, masterpieces, which... continue.
Yeah, totally. And then again, it all drops off in the 4th movie, doesn't it? It just it isn't the same. So I think this film may have even Shrek, being Shrek, of course. I think this film may have been the first DVD I ever owned in 2001.
Same.
I mean, it was either that or Jurassic Park 3 or The Mummy Returns, because they all came out around that same time period. But overall, I'm pretty sure it was Shrek.
Yeah, it's got to be.
So yeah, what a great legacy, to be the first DVD that you ever owned.
Yeah. It's a great film.
It is. It really is a fantastic comedy animated family movie. Either way, this film resides warmly in my memory as a very original film with fun characters, a killer score by Harry Gregson Williams and John Powell, and an analogy on onions that really hits home as a grown-up.
Yeah.
But also we can't forget the classic Smash Mouth song that happens in the opening. It's a classic song.
It's a classic.
It really is, a brilliant song, and I listen to it all the time in my car, especially in the mornings, just to wake me up, just like Shrek does, basically.
Yeah.
So to close, this film is almost perfect, if not for the pacing just slightly being less than its successor, Shrek 2, and not getting enough joyful screen time for the highlight of the movie for me, which is John Lithgow's Lord Farquaad, who I just think is a pure delight to watch. But other than that, this is a pure joy for the whole family. Rewatching it as an adult, you also notice a lot of adult jokes that go completely over your head as a kid.
You do.
A near flawless classic through and through. So on that note, I've got to reward Shrek 1 4.5 stars out of 5.
No way! What? No, I'm not having that.
You're not having
We're
it?
not having that round here.
What? Oh.
It's got to be a 5-star.
Well, wait and see.
It's Shrek.
Look, Shrek is great, but Shrek 2 is better. That's why I would gladly give Shrek 2 5 stars, but Shrek 1 just gets 4.5.
See, for me, Shrek 1 and 2 are 4. 3 is a 3.5. 4 is 1.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be that harsh on 4. I think I'd give.
I am.
I'd give 3. I'd probably give 3 a 3 stars, and then 4 I'd probably give maybe I don't know 2 stars, maybe being generous.
Yeah, that is generous.
But yeah, Shrek 2 is a masterpiece in animation. I think.
What docked half a star here for you?
Well, again, I mentioned it. I think the pacing doesn't flow as good as the second film does, in comparison, and also you don't get to see as much of the villain. Like you see the fairy godmother so much in the second film, but you don't really see as much of Lord Farquaad, I find. And Lord Farquaad to me is the funniest character in the film to a certain extent. So that's why I simply deduct that half point. But other than that, I can't really fault it. It's Shrek, and it's gonna live on for years and years, long after me and you are gone, Dan.
I would love to actually give you one of Lord Farquaad's greatest lines right now, but for legal reasons, I can't. Somebody actually compared it to something political, and now but I'll tell you off air. Well, Tommy, thank you very much for another great movie review. Great film for Nostalgic November.
Well, I thought I'd pick one that I know for a fact is close to your heart, Dan. So that's why I had to go there. But yeah, let's see what else I've got up my sleeve for the rest of Nostalgic November.
Well, have a great weekend, Tommy, and I will, of course, catch you next week. Hopefully you're feeling much better, and hopefully I don't catch it as well.
Fingers crossed.
But no, have a great weekend. I'll see you soon.
No worries. Take care, man.